All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. It is time for Cardio Strength. It's 9 o'clock on Thursday. So if you're with us here, it's another sticky, humid day. So it's a great time to be inside. Equipment-wise, a mat and a set of weights, one or two, whatever you have available. Lighter and heavier is always good. We will be incorporating that cardio or that strength into the last part of our time together here. I have a bench. Now, I don't have risers underneath this because my space is very small. I've got a little bit of room back here, but if you've got risers for a bench, grab them and stick them under there so that we can work with this bench. You can do a little stepping up and down. If you don't have a bench, don't worry about it. Take that mat, spread it out, and just look at it because it's got everything a bench does. It has corners, it has a front, it has a back, and we're going to be fine. So I'm going to walk over and get this music started. We'll do a warm-up and bring ourselves, raise our heart rate a little bit with some good cardio, and then we'll take it away for some strength. Great to have you here today. As we stand tall, everybody, let's do this. Let's take a big breath in, but open up, and then release. Good. Now take a big breath overhead. All right, let's do that again. We're gonna just warm up that body. Easy, easy. Big breath overhead. Open really wide. Start bending those knees. Reach tall. Oh, we gotta tap it up. Good. So I hope this gives you a good start to your day, or whenever you could tune in, because we do archive these. Now let's release our hands just a little bit. And then a little bit more. Big reach across. We're going to tap to one side, come up and back. Let's go the other direction. We pull and lift. Good. Back to center. Reach it nice and tall this time. Perfect. Let's reach and tap. Other side. Pull and reach. We got two more. Take your reach back to center. All right, take those arms high. It's one way to really stretch out that body. Let's put them together. We cross, lift. Let's change it. We reach, we cross. Now, touch step in. So if you have a bench, try to get that touch step all the way to the corners. With our mat, might be a little wider. Let's get close to the corners. We have 4. We pull. 1, 1, 2. Let's do that again. One more time. Take it to a ham curl, 1, 1, 2. We have done this before in this class. Last time. Let's reach one more time. Lift to your corners. Go to the other side. Reach high in the middle. Put them together. We cross, lift. 2 more. Now we lift, we cross. Good. Touch step in. One arm, 2. So we're building a little heat, I'm thinking. do it with a curl, same arms. There we go. We got 2 more. One more time. Walk it or march it, everybody. Good. We're gonna step out to the side. We go out and in. Now you can stay here. Otherwise, down, hop, hop. Good. Maybe you add your arms. Now we're right in the center. Just getting a little cardio bump. Let's do that again, shall we? Step out to the side, side, hop. That's your squat hop. We have 4, 3. Remember, you could do this. Take it to the middle, push those arms. Let's do a few more of these, shall we? Let's. Last 4, 3, 2, march it out. So, hopefully that heart rate started climbing the hill. We're gonna let it come back down a little bit, if it did. But, step on your bench or step forward. Right and left. Now we're gonna run it. Got 2 more. Good. Step right 4 times. You can run it. Take it to your left. We have 2 more. We go 2 and 2. Other side. Let's do that again. 1 more. Good. Everybody right and left. The bigger our arms, remember we can keep this low. We keep it really low. Let's stay with this for a little bit. Just take a big step forward and a really big step back. Last 4, 3, 2, 3 steps up. Give me a knee. 3 on your left. 1 more. And a knee. Now we're going to move this. We keep moving to our corner. Knee off the back. Step up 3 times. Move it. 1 more. Knee off the back. Let's do that again. Good. 1 more time. Pretty simple steps to start with, isn't it? Knee off the back. Drop into your squat. Down. We have 4, 3, 2. Step on your bench 3 times. 1 more. Side leg lift. So we get that little squeeze. Step up left. 1 more. Squeeze it to the side. Let's move that. Squeeze to the side. If you're on the floor, you step up. Don't worry about moving it. Then do your squeeze. Let's do it again. Hopefully you have more room than I do. Side lift. Good. Squeeze it. Squat in the middle. Two more. Right and left, we step forward. Remember, we can run it. Little change coming. We had 2 more. Center knee, everybody. I want you to pull it up. Pull those arms straight down to start with. We stand tall. Now let's open those arms, shall we? We got 4 more. 2 more. Excellent. Squat in the middle. Now just use one arm. Drop to your corner. Nice. Center knee. Pull it down. Good. Open those arms wide. Got 2 more. Corner your knee. Open those arms wide. Pull those arms down. Open wide. Good. Go to repeater knee. Stay here. Stay here for a while. Like you were running. Trying to get out of something. We have 4, 3, 2, change sides. Hut. Good. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Corner knee. Open those arms wide. Give me a repeater. 3 of them. Single knee. Good. Now squat low. So we have this little cardio burst each time. Push one arm. Push it down. We got 2 more. Your knees are here. Now we know what to do. We know to open wide. Let's do it again. Open wide. Hold your repeater. We can get a lot of good work in. We have 8, 7 by keeping it simple. 4, 3, 2, change sides. 8 more. 4, 3, 2, corner knee. Open it. Open those arms. Give me your 3 knee repeater. Single knee. Now everybody, jacks on the floor. They can be wide. They can be side to side. What do you want to do? We have 4, 3, 2. Step knee up. We're going to change some things. We did this last week. I call it knee up jack. So, watch if you want. You step knee, down, jack. Then we go to the other side. Put. On the floor, you step, step, down, out. Step, step, down, out. One more. Kick it center. I love to kick. It can feel so good, so freeing. Kind of get everything going. Let's corner that kick, shall we? Now that is as high as you want to go. It's different for everybody. We have 4, 3, 2, come center, knee up, jack. Other side leads. 2 more this time. Last one. Jacks on the floor. So we stuck that in here. Let's change our arms, shall we? Here we go. Up and out. Nice job, everybody. Center kick. Perfect. Corner it. Now we have a Charleston kick right here. That's that big kick forward and back. If you could touch to the floor or closer, it'd be great. Change sides. We have 4, 3, 2, knee up, Jack. I'm very tied to tempo. Could hear a weird change. One more. Kick it center. Now if you want, use your boxing cans, which I hope look better than mine. Corner it. Boom. Boom. Nice. Charleston kick. We go up and back. Make it bigger. So we use those limbs, those long levers. Change sides. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Center curl. Now, we're not going to do anything with this curl, but we are going to do what I call the scramble. You can take it to a small box jump if you want. Here's the scramble. I come up, I come down. I come up, I come down. So you just hop forward and back. If you're on the floor, you just hop, hop, hop. Doesn't have to look pretty. It's a little hesitation. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and lunge. Stay here. Now, if we were on the floor, these would be big and long. It should be no different on our bench. Let's cross our arms. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Turn it that way. Good. Now we're going to learn something today. Goes like this. Lunge, lunge, touch step. Lunge, lunge, touch. Up, off, up. Let's all try. Oh, how about 2 more? One more time. Now everybody, lunge in the middle. Just turn it back to the center. Get there if you can. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Step off. Walk it out. Walk it left. Good. It's time to scramble. Take it up and back. It's that little quick move. I call these little quick moves stealth moves. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and lunge. So we are on the other side. Let's keep this going. We did these for a while. Now you can be really low, okay? Which means that I'm kicking back and staying in the bottom. You can be high. You can give it a little bump with 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Turn it right here. We turn. Good. So hopefully you just kept going with this. Now let's try 1, 2, touch, back up. 1, 2, step out, step in. Let's do 4, 3, 2 more. 1 more. March it out. So here we are. Now here's what's going to happen. We're going to take a brief moment, do a little bit of active stuff to end, just these lateral hops that are so great for this. And we're going to go right into our weight work. So as we stand, just shift, 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 shift. Can you give me dancing feet? If this, of course, doesn't feel good, what do? You just do a really fast little touch step, or you decide to go your own pace. No hopping needed. Yes. Now, take it as fast as you can. Turn those heels out and in with 8, 7, 6, 5. Jog it out. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, everybody. So hopefully your heart rate went up a little bit. I'm going to set this aside. Let's bring that mat out, and then let's pick up the heavier weights that we have available to us. We are going to start by pulling those weights to the middle. We have a nice wide squat. You can hold them down here. Make sure that the chest is up nice and high. But we're going to drift down and pull back up. This is just to get us in the right place. Good. Now turn those toes out a little wider. They are not necessarily in this big full plie. We have 2 more. So I'm trying to think legs 3 ways today. Let's grab those weights in one hand. We're going to lean over. So here we are. And as we tip over, here's what we don't want to do we? No. Let's keep ourselves super glued into place. We have singles. So we're now working one side a little harder or a lot harder than the other side. Can you go to your bottom half? If I find myself tipping over, if you find yourself tipping over, just hold a hand here or put an index finger right under your chin. Let's pulse it, shall we? Just leaning to the side. Lean farther over if you want to. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Back to the middle, 2 by 2. We're turning our toes in. We are still in that wide squat. Maybe a little wider than we started, and that's fine. Now our toes turn out. We're in that plie. Good. Let's do one more. And now, grab those weights. I have to always shift mine. If I have 2 weights, I need to have one weight on the top and one on the bottom, depending on the direction I'm moving. Here we go. We have 8, 7, 6. Good. Let's pulse it, shall we? Yeah. Last 8. But we're not done. Oh. back to center. So we're gonna walk our feet in this time and start with that original stance, which was a little wide, maybe a little bit past our shoulders. Good. All right, now drop and hold. Hold. Pull up and squeeze. Hold. Pull up. I call this decelerate. This is a slow acceleration. It's like we hit the stop sign. Now we're going to move through the stop sign. We're not going to hit the accelerator all the way. How about one more? Now take those feet wide. Drop down and up. Get nice and low and slow. Now, could you hold your weights here? Yes, you could. That is really a nice tool. Let's lean over to the side. It is a nice tool for keeping the chest lifted. I personally like my weights down here. And it really is, in some respects, a personal preference. Let's do our singles, shall we? Let's do 4 more. Now, let's go to the basement. We are tipped over. Lean as far over as you can. If you need to, take a hand behind your head. Now we're going to pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to the middle, 2 by 2. We're going to keep those toes pointed forward now. Make that small adjustment if your toes were pointing out. Good. Let's decelerate, accelerate. Drop. Pull to the top. Now we can squeeze into the glute as we come up, as long as we don't do this. Let's see, I'll set these down so we can really illustrate this. This is such a bad habit. That is an exaggeration, but that is often the way that people feel they need to squeeze their glutes. Let's do a few more. And you don't need to. You just pull on the way up and contract the glutes. Let's do one more. Shifting to our other side. We lean over. We have this nice slow work. Good. So this is a pretty solid set, I'm thinking. Here's our singles. Remember, you can have that hand behind the head. I most often let my hand just lightly rest on my thigh. Seems to work pretty well. Bottom half. And then I have something to tell you when you're done. We have 4, 3, 2. Let's do our double time. All right. Last 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk those feet in. Set these weights down and shake everything out. You just did almost 6 minutes of straight leg work without any break. If you took a break, great, good for you. Yay. But otherwise, that is what we did. Now we are going to come down onto our mat. Take these weights with you. Now certainly we are going to be executing plank rows. So if you need to lighten that weight up, or you should do that, and certainly execute these on your knees. But remember, we're trying to do things 3 ways. So we're going to start here. We're going to start with the hard stuff. We just row one side, then the other. We pull, set down, pull, set down. Can you be here? Of course you can. What's going to get you the result you're striving for? It might not be this. We have 7, 6, 5, good strong pull, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now as we sit back, whether you cross your feet or you swing your legs around, we are going to come onto our forearms. All right. We lie back down. This is scapular activation. So upper back, we pull and hold, we release, we squeeze and release. Let's do this. And I'm actually going to do something next. I'm going to do that next week. Or you will need a wall somewhere near you. I'm sure we have that, don't we? So we look up and out. Let's do 2 more. And on the last one, hold it here. Just hold. You can bring those feet up. But I want you primarily to focus. Well, it's going to bring some core into play, isn't it? Oh, for sure. And I want you to focus on the back. All right, everybody. Rock up. Roll over. Now, we come up. We grab those weights. We are going to sit as low as we can get. Here we go. We pull, release. If you need to ride a bit, certainly do so. Keep it going. But what I'd like to see is a deeply bent over row. We have 4, 3, 2, and now both hands. Squeeze. It's just a hinge. That body is going to try to rise up, but we're going to fight it, aren't we? We have to make the most of the brief amount of time we're given. Good job. Here we go. We pulse, 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 release. So today I want us to have a little bit more of a focus right here. Let's do 4 more. 3. Are you still bent over pretty far? 1 more. Excellent work, everybody. Set it down. So let's come down to our floor. And as we come down, I'm going to talk to you about leaning over. So both our core, and our core is kind of a wraparound event, right? And certainly our back is working very hard to help execute any movement that is bringing the body forward and holding in place. That extension, that flexion. All right, shall we pick up those weights? I want you to sit and scoop. Here we go. We lift and lower. Now, if we could come about halfway up, make it smaller, that would be excellent. Let's do a little pulse. We squeeze, squeeze. Now I want you to hold those weights right here like you're gonna lift something up onto a shelf. You're holding that big box in your hand and you're keeping that box close to your body because it's very heavy. Ready? Up, back, lift, lower. Half circle, straight up and down. Let's do 4, 3. We got 2 more. It's our last one. Nice work, everybody. So today we're going to stay seated, and what we're going to do now, this might not, you might need a very heavy weight to make this task, to make this count, but we're going to hold one weight in our hands. We have our legs wide. We sit nice and tall, lean slightly forward, and now just pulse it. Just pulse it up and down. Try to keep it really controlled. So the value in this, I'm going to kick a leg out so you can see what I'm doing. The value in this is going to keep that weight stock still as it lifts, which means that one side is not going to come higher than the other. Now, if you can, just place that weight on your palms and release the fingers and keep pulsing up and down. Try to keep the sides of the weight equal. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we lift all the way. We've got to move on in 2 and 1 as we set this down. Now this might not be the heaviest tricep weight you've ever had in your life, but we're going to take this one weight, we're going to drop back, and we're going to draw that weight back here and just do that same thing, pulsing. We're going to try and wake that tricep up right away. So triceps 3 ways. We can guarantee I'm going to want to do those tabletops. Now, if you like, bring those legs up and bring a little bit of core work into this. This is how we're going to do it today. We push out, we come in, we pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg out, leg in, and pulse it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out and in, pulse it. So far, this probably feels pretty good. Good, and pulse it. Now we're going to hold this weight in position. We're just going to hold here. And our legs are going to alternate. They come out and in. We have our triceps in an isometric hold. If you need to, what do? You just tap those feet down. Now we have worked on long lever extension, engagement in the core throughout the whole arc of the movement. Use that right here. It is a skill and it can be applied to many different kinds of movement. How about 2 more? We're not done holding. All right, here we go. Now we hold this right here, and then we shift. We shift. Good. Now feet come down. I want us to lift and lower. We're going to go full range. Now hopefully, given that isometric hold, even though the weights were very light, we feel that we are getting the bang for our buck that we are looking for. We have 8, 7, 6, 5. We're getting there. 3, 2. No, we're not done. Halfway up. Little squeeze. It is our last set. We're going to pulse it. Stay steady. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As we sit up and set that aside. All right. That was nice work, everybody. we've got some nice time. I'm so glad. I'm going to grab a light set of weights, okay? So I just have a little set or a little weight. We're going to come into a side plank and we're going to use that weight in our hands. So I'm on my forearms and you should be too. Remember your modifications. You can always extend a leg, pull in front and lift up. You can extend the top leg. This is actually a really nice way to get a full elevation of the side of the body. Or you come into a full side plank with me right here. We're going to lift that arm up and hold it. Good. And now as that arm pulls down, we're going to scoop it. We come up, we come down. It goes beneath our body. We're not going to worry about a full extension of the arm. I want us to feel comfortable in the rotation. I'm going to hug that arm into the side of the body. I need 4, 3. Now start squeezing into the back. 1 more. Now let's all rotate, lift that arm, and hold here. Good. We don't really want this to move, do we? We don't need to. Pull down, release, come to the other side. Take the plank that's going to suit you. All right. We are on our countdown, folks. So let's tuck that weight in and then just extend it nice and long. So here we are holding. Good. All right. As we pull that weight, we are going to tuck under, pull up. We have another 8, just so you know. Can you be here? Yes, you can. Last 4, 3, we're getting there, 2. Now everybody, reach that arm up nice and high. Hold it steady and still. And now as we drop down, our time is at an end. Let's turn over. First, sit back on those heels. Now, if you need an extra stretch or two, because we're going to move through this relatively quickly, you absolutely should take it. Let's thread our needle by opening our arm, coming across. Deep breath in and out. As we come into the other side, first pause and take a small rounding of the back and release. And now reach that arm high, open the shoulder, slide across. And now as we come back to center, we are staying with a neutral spine, pushing the toes of one foot back into our mat to get a nice calf stretch. Feel free to shift that body if you like. Now we come into this other side, same thing. Just push into that toe. That's where we first feel the stretch. Rock it back. Good. And now as we come back to our center, let's all stand tall. Let's rise up and roll those shoulders. Take a lateral stretch for me first. Reach up nice and high. Add the arm if you need it, and take your gaze down towards that toe. And release. Let's do the other side. So we can come to 2 hands right away, as you see. And now, I love this hamstring stretch. Foot kicks forward, toe is up. We hinge at the hips. We now let that toe drop and we keep folding. We release the head and release the back. Now stand tall and come to the other side and do the very same thing. So kick that foot that toe up on the opposite side. Really ride the tailbone back, riding the surf. Drop that toe. Exhale over. Let's soften, soften. And now as we stand, it's a quadricep stretch. Real quick one. Just grab a foot. Oh, if you wobble like I am, don't worry about it. Come to the other side. Grab something. Put your finger on something for stabilizing. All right, our time definitely is at an end, and I sincerely thank you. Let's take a deep breath in all the way up. Exhale down, release the head. One more. Big inhale. Release. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. We have Core Fusion at 10 o'clock, so join us if you're able.